Hi, I'm Stefanie Wainwright. I'm a wife, a mom, a business owner, and my life is chaotic all the time. So I created this podcast to help you find the funny, the good, while navigating through the chaos. This is Chaotic Compass Podcast.
Okay. What is up? It's Stephanie here, Chaotic Compass. It's just me, solo tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's a thing. You guys tune in once a week, twice a week maybe, and to hear me bitch and sip about all the things that I have a problem with. It's white girl first world problems here. So that's all I do. I just bitch and sip about the shit that I've got going on, and hopefully you resonate with it. If you don't, you don't. If you do, you do. Take what you can, leave what you must. Doesn't matter to me. I'm still going to be here each week bitching and sipping. So with all of that being said, today's topic is another Am I the Asshole? And I know I have asshole tendencies that kind of creep out once in a while. So I just want to know, am I? Am I the asshole in this situation? So, story goes like this. West Philadelphia, born and raised. No, just joking. My dearest, youngest, Isla, 8-year-old, love her to death. She gets here. Mom drops her off. And I'm getting ready. I'm just trying to get the day going. And then because by the time I kind of get going, it's about 7:30. I'm dressed and I'm downstairs. And then typically their bus isn't here until like 8:30, 8:40 on the normal. And so there's about an hour that the youngest, Liam and Isla, who are in 3rd and 4th grade, get to kind of just hang out, do electronics, and do whatever. And so that's my time to kind of just get my game plan for the day, yada, yada, yada. So I had gone and dropped off my daughter to school, where she walks to school. And then I come back in, and I notice that Isla's making her sandwich for school for her lunch. And I'm like, what the fuck? And so this has been a conversation that I have had with my husband numerous times. It's like, if they're going to get dropped off from their moms, mom needs to make their sandwiches, or they need to make sandwiches at their moms, and they need to be fed. Like, they need to be ready to go. Like, I shouldn't have to provide the breakfast and lunches when it's mom's day. So anyways, I'm noticing that she's making a sandwich here, and I'm like, what the fuck? And like, Ryan's like, yeah, she didn't have Nutella. My ex-wife didn't have Nutella at her house. So I'm like, what the fuck? How much does Nutella cost? But fine, it's whatever. And so we're sitting there. I'm, getting ready for the day, kind of waiting for the bus to come or the notification that the bus isn't coming or is going to be ridiculously late. And I notice Isla disappears, and she comes back with the toasty Pop-Tart. Like 2. Like, not just one, but both of them. Like, sometimes, like, they'll get the one Pop-Tart and put the other one in a baggie, and then they'll eat the, next day. No, she's got both Pop-Tarts. We're not going to talk about how many calories are in 2 Pop-Tarts, but it's fine. So she's got both Pop-Tarts. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, so get the notification, bus is going to be stupid late. So I pile the kids in the car. I pile the youngest 2 in the car, and we go and get in the drive-through line. And we kind of meander through, and we're just waiting. And Isla whips out a Nutri-Grain bar, a strawberry bar. I'm like, what the hell? And she was like, yeah, you never know how long this line's going to be, so I'm going to eat a snack. And I'm like, you just down 2 Pop-Tarts. Like, and so that's when I was like, okay, here we go. Like, I need to have a conversation with my husband, because I am in the midst of trying to figure out groceries as a family. We went from last year to this year. I did the math. We have tripled our grocery expenditures. What's the word? our expenses for groceries have tripled from year to year, which is crazy for our family. Okay. But Gary and Isla they are now here 3 extra nights a week, typically. 2 for sure. Yeah, 2 for sure. And then sometimes it could be 3. So, but they're here every day, Monday through Friday. They get on the bus here, they get off the bus here. And I've noticed there's a ton of times that they're making sandwiches here, they're getting breakfast here, they're getting snacks after school, and I'm like, man, like what the okay, I'm going to figure out what my role is here cuz I don't know. And I'm worried. For me, I'm worried I'm the grocery store now because Ryan's ex-wife doesn't have that in their house. So I'm just concerned that there's not enough food in Gary and Alice's mom's house to feed them. I'm concerned. And so I bring it up to my ex-husband, and I've already had this conversation. Like, what the fuck? You need to talk with your ex-wife. Have this conversation. Just figure out the why. So then we can go from there. That's all I'm looking for is the why. If it's my role to pay for breakfast and lunch every single day for these kids or, Monday through Friday, then so be it. But nobody sat me down. Nobody had this conversation. Nobody asked my opinion. And for me, that's hard. When we first found out Ryan's ex-wife was moving closer, I kept trying to look at the bigger picture, but it's great. These little tiny things are adding up really quickly. And that's why our budget, well, not even a budget, that's why our expenses for groceries has tripled. Because we're just like, oh, we need it, we'll just buy it. We need it, we just buy it. And so we're continuously at the grocery store now. And I'm trying to keep my eye on the price here because I've been wanting, Ryan and I, obviously, have been wanting this for so long because Gary and I lived 2 hours away. It was hard to be able to get them to be in any kind of extracurricular activities like sports because they're here every other weekend. And so what about those weekends that they want to do that? And so their mom never really signed them up for that because of that reason. And then if there's any school plays, we got to drive 2 hours to go and see them. And so we're so thankful that we have all 4 kids in the same county. It's literally something that I have written down as a goal for 5 years. Yeah, like it's been a crazy amount of time of how long I've written that down. And like I'm trying to keep my eyes on the prize. Like I've got that in my life. But it's all those little details I feel like have fallen back on me. Like, we've got them getting on and off the bus. Who's going to be here? Like, we don't have the extra cash to pay for before and after care. And neither does she. And like, what are we doing? And, what about half days? And then the teacher work days because, their mom is a teacher. And so, and it's like, it's just creeping in on all of these extra little things that nobody had the discussion about. Nobody sat down about. I had the concerns, but nobody really laid it out. And we're just on the fly. And I don't do well with on the fly. I'm a planner. I'm a fucking planner. But my question is, am I the asshole in this situation? Okay. So Ryan did the math. He did the math, of his, I quote, math. Okay. He did the math. And according to him, it was the equivalent of $20 extra a month between the Pop-Tarts and the Nutri-Grain bars and the bread and Nutella. For me, it's more than just the money that's extra that's coming out of my pocket here. It's the principle here of providing food for your children, breakfast and lunch and dinner, for your children on your days. When I drop my kids off, They're fed, they're ready to go. I don't just drop them off and just hope they're going to get fed. I mean to make sure that they've got breakfast and lunch, and then who's doing dinner. That's what I do for my kids. And so I have a hard time when they're getting dropped off and then making sandwiches and fixing breakfast. It's not about the $20, according to Ryan. It's about principle. And so I'm like, hey, Ryan, have a conversation with her, because it might be more than just, oops, I forgot to feed the kids. Oops, I forgot to make sure that there was a lunch. Just make sure she's good, because that's my fear, is that it's like, okay, well, we're providing breakfast and lunch and she can't afford to do, because she can't afford the extra groceries for that. I mean, she knows that we got it. Not really, but it's fine. And so she's assuming that we got it. And then it's like, oh, hey, Ryan, I can't really afford groceries this week. Can you help me out? And so in our financial situation, let you guys in on a little secret here. It's not really a secret, but like, I pay for everything. Ryan pays for one of his credit cards and his child support payment. That's pretty much all of his paycheck. My paycheck is all the utilities, all the groceries, all the fun things, all the things. Every single thing ain't like Netflix, YouTube. Fuck YouTube. I don't know why they keep coming up with the thing like, hey, do you want to do this free trial? No, like, YouTube should be fucking free. I don't want to pay for a trial of YouTube. Like, it's fine. So, like, but all the YouTube and Hulu and the Disney Plus and the bullshittery and like all of the little things that add up, I pay for. All the groceries, I pay for them. My account, I know. This is something Ryan gets into every time we have this conversation. It's like, well, I don't know where the money, it's like, I have my own account. I have been this person since I divorced my first husband in 2011. So we're going on 12 years now of Stefanie has her own separate account, pays for her shit. I make my own money. I pay my own bills, Kesha style. And so that's what we do over in here. We talk about bills, hey, in case somebody needs a little extra or something goes wrong, but everything is separate. Ryan has an account now where I'm on it, and so I can see in case he needs something, but I haven't grown enough balls yet to combine everything. That's just where I'm at. So anyways, regardless, Stefanie pays for all of the things. And so if his ex-wife is like, oh my gosh, I just need a little extra money for groceries, guess whose pocket that's coming out of? And so for me, I have a hard time with thinking even that's a possibility of, holy shit, I got to think about our family as a whole here, and I can't think about your ex-wife. Okay? I can't do that. I just, like, it's like one of my ex-husbands coming to me and asking for, I just can't. Okay? So, but that's another story for another day. So I'm trying to figure out what the why is here. I'm trying to get deeper, but because I'm me, it's like, okay, because I've played this role before. I've seen this role. I would have a hard time if Ryan were to go and talk with one of my ex-husbands about something like this. And so that's why I'm like, hey, Ryan, you need to talk with your ex-wife. You need to communicate with her. Hey, what's the real reason here? Just have a conversation with her. Like, is it really, are you struggling to buy groceries? Is it Isla not communicating with you? Is it something else? Just have a conversation with her. Ryan's not necessarily his first inclination, but he went to the world of what if she can't afford groceries, and what if this what isn't working out for her? What if she moves back to 2 hours away? And that was his reasoning for not having the conversation. And I do this a lot too. You talk yourself out of something, but if you don't know why, like, that's a bridge you can cross. That if that's something, she can't afford groceries and she needs to move back home, and she needs move back in with mom and dad, and I I would have that conversation with her, but right now we're just trying to figure out the why. So we don't even know if that's the why. You've talked yourself into a loop. You've talked yourself out of having that conversation because you've already assumed for her that that's the case, and she's moving back to Fredericksburg, and like, this is the worst decision ever, and oh my God. And so, like, whoa, like, calm down. It might not even be that. Might not even be that. So am I the asshole here for making my husband have a conversation about breakfast and lunches and what the hell is going on at the other parent's home, co-parenting from am I the asshole? I just want to know, because groceries around here aren't getting any cheaper. Y'all, the price of eggs. Like, if you got some chickens, like, you are royalty now. You are basically better than the Queen of England right now. So just saying, you got a dozen chickens that are regularly laying eggs, you are balling. So for me, I'm over here trying to figure out how I'm going to get from paycheck to paycheck, because groceries are not only just inflation, we're talking, I'm trying to pick and choose. And for Stefanie, that's hard when we haven't really been in that situation for a while. It's really hard to be like, okay, so what's for dinner? We're literally making menus, we're breaking it down, and we're going to have to get super like niche, and like, we're going to have to get super hardcore on making sure that we stick to I have to actually make a budget now. Like, that's crazy. Make a budget on groceries. Me, it's just whoop, go to the grocery store, get whatever we need. And so now I feel like I'm the asshole, because I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Where are all the groceries? I literally just bought a thing of bread. And so that was like Tuesday. We only got a half a loaf of bread, and we got to make it through the week. And luckily, Kroger had Sara Lee bread for buy one, get one free. And so we're rocking bread right now. But that's another story. So am I the asshole? Am I the asshole? What it turns out to be is that littlest, dearest Isla got up early that day, had a whole big bowl of mini wheats at her mom's house, done come here, eating breakfast here, wanted to get a Nutella sandwich, and they don't have Nutella at mom's house, and so that's why she's making a sandwich here, and then turned around and gotten a snack bar. So girl had 2 breakfasts and a snack bar. Like, are you going through a growth spurt, or are you just trying to like eat all the food? And I told Ryan this, and he's like, maybe she's just another snack queen. Maybe we got 3 snack queens in this house. And I'm like, whoa, hold up. One, there is one snack queen in this house, and that is me, okay? And 2, they're gonna be snack princesses. They need to learn princess etiquette here, okay? Like, we can't be just eating it all the time. We gotta pace yourself. You can't. I'm a snack queen, not a meal queen, okay? I count in calories, but not really. I'm not even counting calories. That's a joke. But I'm just saying, like, I guess she gets this trait from me, like, being able to snack hard. Okay. But we got to pace ourselves. We're not mealing hard. Okay. We're not like, okay, give me the Pop-Tarts, give me the Wheaties. I'm going to need I'm gonna need all the meat and potatoes for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like, and she's like bulking up. She's going like Arnold Schwarzenegger by the time she's, in 4th grade. Like, I'm not that guy. Okay, and I'm not trying to teach that. So guys, am I the asshole? Just need to know. Am I? Anyways, so this is why I drank this week because Stefanie isn't built to have multiple snack queens up in this house, and I really fear for when the boys get into teenage years, and I'm already bitching now, and it's just gonna get worse. This week we are doing another Blake's hard cider. It's a peach party. It is so cold. It's not even really that cold, but Stefanie is not built for this. Stefanie's been on the boat for a few days this week and exposed to the elements, and not really, but it's been stupid cold, and I'm not built for that. And I'm over the cold, and I'm ready for spring. So here we are with a peach party. I'm here for it. It's peach and blackberry. It is 6.5%, and it's in a 12-ounce can. Look how cute this can is. Like, that's adorable. In case you don't, I keep swearing up and down that I'm going to post these videos on YouTube. I save all of these videos. So, but I do post a lot of these pictures and stuff on my Instagram and on my Facebook. So find me Chaotic Compass Podcast on those. So little plug. But I am here for it. Is there a little description? So it's on the sweeter side of the scale. It's sweet, peach, and bold blackberry. Cider with a story. BlakesHardCider.com. Anyways, I guess I gotta go there to read the story. So let's get into it. This is why I drink, because I fear that I'm the asshole because of my asshole tendencies. Okay, that's a lovely photo. All right. I don't know what that doesn't smell like a peach or a blackberry. All right, let's go. Okay, bam, peach. I don't really taste the blackberry. Oh, maybe at the end there. It's super sweet. It's on the sweet side. But like sour too with the peach. I don't know. Check it out. Check it out. Peach party. So, am I the asshole, guys? I know I have asshole tendencies. I mean, I am my mother's child. Okay. Sometimes. I just need to know the plan. I just need to, I want to be able to have, my love language is words. And so if I could have the conversation and just be like, look, what the fuck? And then you be like, look, here's the fuck. And then that's it. And we have a conversation. We just two real people just being like that, but it ain't like that. I don't know why. And it is what it is. And so I'm going to stay in my lane. Okay. I just need my husband to buck up and just to be able to have that conversation with his ex-wife, because it's about your kids. It's about your kids. It's important. But thanks, guys, for tuning in. I am super pumped for February. I've got a couple of guests lined up, and I've secured, because I record in my own bedroom, so I've secured a spot to be able to record with real guests, not kidnapped family members, so roommates, whatever you want to call them. I've got a couple of guests lined up, and I'm super excited to announce that soon. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna go live on Instagram and do like a little Q&A. So February is gonna be a hot month. So just really looking forward to this. Things are growing super fast, and I'm super impressed with how you guys have turned out with the posting on Fridays and posting on Mondays. With the quick little minutes, you guys seem to really do well with the quick minute. I think that's kind of hidden. And so, you got any topics you want me to talk about? Find me on Instagram, Facebook, and I am also on the interweb, I guess, chaoticcompass.com. So find me, let's talk, Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great night.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate all of your love and support. If you really loved today's episode, you should subscribe. And if you subscribe, then you get notifications of when my next episode launches. So another way to be super awesome would be to leave a rating and review or recommend it to your friends and family. If you're wicked awesome, you've already done all three. Another way to keep up with me and my crazy family is check out my website at chaoticcompass.com, and I do blog and other stuff there. So I appreciate everything for you guys. I do this for you, so keep it up, because the more you subscribe, the more I do.